All right, guys, we are here at Three Forks Marsh, right here in Palm Bay. Just pulled up to the boat ramp, got a real special guest today, and we're gonna go out here on Three Forks and catch some big bass. But real quick, I wanna give you a B&W trailering tip. One thing I like to do, I don't do it all the time, I don't do anything all the time. The one thing I do like to do is every once in a while when I've been driving for a little bit, just to check on the bearings and the hubs in the trailer on the axle. And I just put my hand right there like that. Only takes a second. Right there, right there. Feels completely normal. If you're having a problem with your bearings and your hubs, you'll feel some heat in there. So as long as it doesn't feel real hot, like you'll know it, like you touch it and you, ugh, that's what you don't want to do. So we're all good with that. I'm gonna pull the straps off the back, get this Mercury fired up, and we're gonna put this Ranger in the water.
The Fishin' Show with JT Kenney is brought to you by Florida Space Coast. Plan your next adventure at visitspacecoast.com. Ardent Reels, Halo Fishing Rods, Freedom Lures, B&W Trailer Hitches, Nichols Lures, Scum Frog, Snag Proof, Bob Steele Chevrolet, Net Bait. Greenway Plants reminds you to thank the farmer. Set the Hook Baits.
Are launched, and I have a very big bunch of anticipation inside me right now because that lake is full of bass. They're spawning. It was warm last night. It's a little bit overcast, and I think it's gonna be a Palm Bay smash fest today. Might be wrong. Sometimes I am. My girlfriend says I'm wrong all the time, but I think on this one I'm gonna be right. You guys need to come along. On today's episode, we have a really special guest here in Palm Bay today. Right after his Major League Fishing debut, and oh yeah, did I mention in his first Major League Fishing event, second place? Nobody expected any different. Brian Thrift.
What's
up,
Jake?
brother?
How are you?
See you, man.
Glad
Awesome.
to be here. Glad to be here. You know, I've heard a lot about you mentioning all the great lakes in Palm Bay, and this is my first time fishing in Palm Bay. Very excited. I'm ready to get out there and see what it's all about.
Dude, we're gonna be right in the middle of the spawn. I haven't been here for about a week and a half, and normally, I fish out here a lot, but it's been about a week and a half since I've been here, and I'm jacked. I'm ready to go. Like, I know, like, there's gonna be a good swim bait bite today. There's gonna be a swim jig bite today. There's gonna be a topwater bite today. Like, they're just gonna be biting, and I cannot wait. So without further ado, let's jump in the Ranger and go out and catch it. Welcome to my Thunderdome.
I'm excited.
So this is an area, the Three Forks Marsh, Lake Lawton, Three Forks, whatever you want to call it. Brian, this whole area right through here is all a hard sandy bottom. And guess what? In February when they're spawning, what they like to be
They
on.
like sand. I knew that.
Hard sandy bottom. I mean, there's everything you want here. There's cattails, there's palm tree stumps, there's all kind of pencil reeds, there's Kissimmee grass out here.
I can't get over how beautiful it is. Like, look at it.
I know.
It's like,
There's no place like this.
No, in my mind, there's a bass everywhere. Like,
well, luckily here
everywhere.
in Palm Bay, a lot of times there is.
I know.
Let's get after it. Let's get some rods out and snatch on some. Froggy on. I don't know what else. We'll take two of those, and then we'll get in the other box and get something else out of there. We got the plopper and a 5-inch net bait Big Spanky on a big old 6/0 Trocar swim bait hook. The Scum Frog and a Nichols swim jig with a net bait kicking bee on the back. You know what that kicking bee is gonna do? It's gonna be kicking some ass here in just a second. All right, so my guest today is arguably, no, wait a minute. Nah, it's not being arguing about it. It's the best professional fisherman, tournament fishing, going right now. he's standing right here beside me. So while he's standing here beside me, Brian, I'm going to ask you, while we're fishing, like this run you've been on is like freaking amazing. And now you moved to MLF and, you know, it's all the, you know, most of all the best fishermen, and you went over there and you're whooping on them too. Like, what do you think makes you different? What do you think makes you, as I adjust my kick and bee, what do you think makes you different and just so successful all the time?
You know, I wish I knew. If I knew, I would sell it, and I'd make a lot of money.
That would be an awesome idea.
It would. I really have no idea. It has been a very good run the last 5 or 6 years, and I don't know what, I can't explain it. It's just, it's one of them things. Like,
I know. I mean, like, in my opinion, like, I know your work ethic is a lot more than everybody else. Like, maybe not everybody, but most people. Like, I know when you go home, like, that's what you do. Like, you treat it as a full-time job. Like, you go home, you get up in the morning, and you start researching the next event.
Yeah, I do that, and this, to me, that's what professional fishing is. It's a 365-day-a-year job. It's like we own our own business.
It is.
And we get out of it what we put into it. So even when I'm home for an event, you know, I'm playing in the shop, playing with tackle, working on the boat, just making sure everything is at tip-top shape, because in this sport, time is money, and the more time you waste or have to spend getting stuff ready and preparing, the less time you're fishing, and that cuts
well,
into
and you
money.
know, and I think a lot too, like, efficiency is a big deal too.
Right.
You know, like staying efficient with everything, and like you said, time is money, and I mean, obviously you've got some time and you've made a lot of money, and you've done pretty good at that.
Fairly well. Fairly well.
It has been.
Hopefully we can keep it going about 10 more, 12, 20, 30 more years.
You know, one thing I'm interested in, and I don't know when everybody's going to be watching this particular episode, but you and I and a couple other of our buddies are going to the White Marlin Open this year, and we're going to try our hand at maybe a little bit of marlin tournament fishing instead of bass. We may suck, we may win, who knows? We got a really good captain.
Either way, we're going to have a good time.
Oh, we're going to have some fun.
We're going to have a ball, and I'm looking as forward to that as I am any event this year.
Me too.
Just because it's something different for me. It's uncharted water.
It's still a fishing tournament.
Yeah.
And they touted it as the biggest fishing tournament in the world.
Right.
And it, like, first place in each division, like the White Marlin division, I think is $2 million, and it's $1 million for the wahoo and $1 million for the tuna or whatever. I don't know exactly what it all is, but I think we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Oh, we're definitely gonna have a lot of fun, and we'll probably be out there on the big pond talking about bass fishing, but we're gonna have a good time. We're hopefully gonna catch a big white marlin.
That was a good one. Did you hear that? When he ate it like that. Aha! God, he ate that thing.
First ever Palm Bay bass.
That's awesome. You can't even see the frog.
With Mr. JT Kenney.
Perfect.
Awesome. Find you a hole in the lily pads, buddy.
Right. Get right back down in there.
There he goes.
Nice.
So that's my first ever bite in Palm Bay on the froggy lily pads.
Did you hear that thing? When
Oh yeah.
I can't even make the sound, but like I hear it all the time. It's awesome. You caught one on a frog, and now I gotta pull something out. I don't want to do this, but I think they're really in like right in the spawn basically. So I'm gonna pull out a net bait salt lick. This is in Plum Magic, a little trocar hook on it. And I'm gonna throw this around some of that isolated stuff and see. I don't want to fish this slow because I'm jacked up and I'm fishing with my buddy. I want to fish fast.
And I caught one on a frog.
And he caught one on a frog. But this is how it goes.
This is probably fixing to get pretty bad. Like right now we've both caught one, but I see in the near future if I don't lay this down, JT's probably gonna catch like 100 and I'm gonna catch like 10. So we're gonna see. Look,
First cast.
look at there. Look, first cast.
Look, hey, I had it Texas rigged. I guess he just told me he wants it wacky rigged.
Hey, there you
Let's
go.
see what happens. Let me throw it back over there.
Ah! 0 for 2. He's 0 for 2. Third time's a charm, Jake.
Yeah, maybe. Whoop, whoop.
Got a little guy on the big spanky.
Big spank.
The big spank in sunfish color.
Sun gill.
Sun gill color.
Sun perch.
Sun perch color.
Maybe.
It's something with sun and a bait fish.
Yeah.
But we got him. So what's happened is we speeded up, then we slowed down, then we speeded up again, and now we got one.
And I'm picking out a backlash. See that? Even pros get backlashes. But I'm not a pro anymore. I'm just a TV guy. He's the pro.
I get backlashes a lot.
Look it up! Here it comes! Whoa!
A double.
Not very big, but we went.
It's not big, but it's a double.
We went for a while without any.
I've got mine tied in a knot.
You have
Look
got
at this.
that was. You had 2 bowlines and a half hitch in there.
On two
His is
different
bigger-
techniques.
His
We
is bigger
got
than mine.
a fast retrieve and a slow retrieve
Both worked equally as well.
simultaneously. I got another one. Oh, that's so fun.
Oh,
Have we got another double?
we've got another double.
We've
boys.
got another double. Another double. Look at that.
Another not
Not very big
double,
double, but it's a step in the right direction.
look how that one. That trocar is right down through the bottom lip.
Upside
But-
down.
How'd you bite that up? This fish isn't very smart. But you know what that does tell me? That this bass is ambidextrous.
Ooh, that's good.
That's
That's
nice.
good.
See, boys.
Like if we want to do a good video that's funny, I should pick up one of JT's rods because he uses left-handed reels.
Even though I'm right-handed, I use left-handed reel.
But see, it would be funny on my end. But if JT used my rods, he could still do it because he's ambidextrous.
But it's difficult. Something that I want to hear about. Your year last year was pretty freaking amazing. And I don't even know if that even close to even tells the story. But the highlight of it probably, I mean, obviously it was Forest Wood Cup, right?
Yes.
Little did you know it was going to be the last Forest Wood Cup.
The last Forest Wood Cup, you know, last year was my 13th year fishing professionally, and I'd made the cup every year and had a chance or two to win it, but not like a real great chance.
Right.
And just last year, everything worked out. Like it was the perfect hot summertime event. It just lined up perfectly for me, and I was able to win the very last Forest Wood Cup. And you know, that's something that obviously you'll never forget. $300,000 payday. I got a big chrome trophy cup sitting in my office
On a cool stand. I saw you posted on social
Yes,
media.
yes.
On a cool stand, it's got like the outline of the lake on the stand, and then the lake kind of glows different colors. Like if I'd have won, I'd have had that made as well. That was a good choice.
That was a good
That
idea.
was a good
I felt like, you know, I've got a couple other first place trophies, Angler of the Year trophy, but I didn't have a cup, and I feel like the cup needed its own place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got to do that. That's like
Absolutely.
that's something that will never be forgotten. Like Angler of the Years and championships are never forgotten. Never ever.
That's right. How many top 10s did you have in previous Forest Wood Cups before you finally got? And you admittedly yourself said that some of those you didn't have what it was going
Right.
to take to win.
Right.
You got a top 10. It was a great tournament for you, but you didn't think you had.
Yeah,
what it took.
I really wasn't on enough to win, but
Right.
I don't know how many. I know I've got the record for the most top 10s in the cup, and I've got the record for the most top 10s consecutively in the cup. So I think I finished third twice, finished fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th.
Let's just say you're a record holder.
Yeah, never did finish second in the cup, but I did get first.
That's awesome. Our
But-
buddy Kyle Walters that
Yes.
lives here in Palm Bay, he actually got second behind you in that one,
Yeah, he
which
did.
was pretty cool. Not just because he's my buddy, but it was pretty cool just because, you know, we've all been friends, and
Right.
you two were.
Oh.
There, look at here.
We got one on the top water.
Come on up, Brittany.
No penalties assessed.
This is called San Diego Jam Knot. You know why I use this knot? Not only because it works, but because it has a cool name. Sounds like Mr. Drift. It's called a bass. here.
This Palm Bay.
Give me a little.
You want me to help you out there?
Give me a little help down there, Thrifty Pop.
Let me help you out there.
Get a little help there. That's what I'm talking
Look
about.
at that beast
We finally got
pinned
a head. Yeah, that trocar
right
just
in the
jabbed
top of the
him.
mouth. Here you go, sir. Your prize.
My dude, I flipped in that mat. Dude, let me tell you, I flipped in that mat, and I mean, it just exploded out of there. Honestly, hey, I didn't even check him.
No, there's no need. No need.
No, I saw that mouth just, oh, dude, that is so awesome. Old Halo just jerked her out of there. That was that. You know, we were talking about that new bait from Net Bait. You want to talk about getting smashed? My fish is too big. I don't know what's going. I'm all tangled here. I have an entanglement. That's that Net Bait dagger, and I mean, golly whopped a big one. Let's get her right back in here. Thank you. Look how pretty clear water it is. She liked me. She liked me so much she wanted to stay aboard the Ranger. She's probably having a hard time breathing. No, better off I put her back. So here's that Net Bait dagger I wanted to show you. That's the exact color I caught it on. I mean, it really, I swear, I think this guy, it's resembling a brim for sure. You know, and I got the trocar hook, 1.5 ounce weight. That was the deal. Only this one's tore up. Dang it. I gotta find me another one.
Dry like soap.
Oh yeah. Hebble.
Oh yeah.
I think that's not a great big one, but I think I called my shot twice today.
You did. We came around this point, and you'll see that little nub. Jake said.
Right there's where he was. That was him.
And he got him. All of them.
All right, Thrifty Pop. Well, we caught us a bunch of fish today. We only caught one big one.
But we caught some good ones.
Yeah, but we caught a bunch of fish. A little disappointed that we only caught one, but I'm really excited about just the numbers. I mean, we whacked on them.
We did. We really did. And we caught them a lot of different ways. That's what makes it so fun. I mean, there's very few places you can do that.
Frog, flipping a big weight with a dagger on it. Salt lick.
Weighted salt lick. Unweighted Demiki stinger.
Yep.
Swim jig. You caught a couple on swim jig.
Swim bait. We caught
top water walking bait.
Yeah, that's right. we caught them on all kinds of stuff.
All this.
Yeah, all this junky. I actually put a bunch of this away for this last little foray right here at the end. But anyway, brother, I really appreciate you coming down.
I enjoyed it.
But
I had a blast.
We ain't done yet. We got a little extra for you guys on this episode today. We're gonna call it the Fishin' Show with JT Kenney extended version, and Thrifty Pop gets to go along. So stay tuned.
I'm excited.
This isn't over yet. All right, guys. So here we are, the Fishin' Show with JT Kenney extended version. We're taking Thrifty Pop and we're going hog hunting right here in Palm Bay, right on the south side of town. Going out here, a little piece of property I got. It's got a bunch of hogs on it. You know, hogs are an invasive species down here, so we can hunt them all the time. So it's really cool. You can fish most of the day, and the last hour and a half of the day, get a place to hog hunt. You can slip out here and get after it. So we got a feeder out here, and we've been watching the hogs on the trail cameras and stuff. And Thrifty Pop's got his. What are you hunting with?
I got the Ruger All-American 300 Blackout.
300 Blackout with some crazy scope on it.
Got us ATN X-Sight scope, night or day, infrared at night, digital scope.
So hopefully with all this stuff he can kill a hog. But we hunt them down here all the time, and we eat them. You know, we don't let them lay. We eat them. We eat every one of them we kill.
They're delicious.
Oh, they're great. And Thrift was down here a couple years ago, and he killed 3.
Yeah.
The first time he ever came down here and did it, and he's out of meat, so it's time.
Yeah.
We went fishing today, we filmed the TV show, and now it's time to go kill us a hog.
And if JT ever makes you some hog sausage spaghetti, you would want to come kill a lot of hogs in Bombay, because it's delicious.
All right, guys. Well, the fishing part went really good. We had a blast.
We did.
The pig hunting didn't quite go so good. There was definitely some in here on the feeder. We had some kind of apparatus mishap.
Yeah,
not sure what it was.
malfunction.
And now the mosquitoes are eating us like crazy.
Yes.
But we had so much fun. Dude, I appreciate you coming
I
down.
enjoyed it.
We
Look
got the
forward to
bass
coming
fishing
back.
done. We caught some big ones. We didn't get the pig hunting done, but at least you got to see some.
Yeah, we got to see some.
We had a miss.
I mean,
Ricochet miss. We're not 100%
we're
sure
not
what
sure
happened.
what happened. I was shooting through 4 or 5 palm trees. I don't know what happened, really, to be honest.
But we're gonna go get out of the mosquitoes.
That's a good
We're gonna
idea,
go throw
grand
something on
idea.
the grill, get a cold beer. Everybody, thanks for watching. You can check out myself and Brian on Major League Fishing.
The Fishin' Show with JT Kenney is brought to you by Florida Space Coast. Plan your next adventure at visitspacecoast.com. Ardent Reels, Halo Fishing Rods, Freedom Lures, B&W Trailer Hitches, Nichols Lures, Scum Frog, Snag Proof, Bob Steele Chevrolet, Net Bait. Greenway Plants reminds you to thank a farmer. Set the Hook Baits.